This is Karen.
Hello, everybody. This is your Californian host, Shane.
Today we're looking at a lesson called Kate Sessions, the California woman whose green thumb changed a city. And the vocabulary words are development.
Development.
The development of the farming industry was the key to the country's improvement.
Credit.
Credit.
The fireman was credited with saving the baby from the burning building.
Passion.
Passion.
Chris has always had a passion for music.
Rare.
Rare.
Peter likes to collect rare baseball cards.
Honor.
Honor.
We'd like to honor the police officers for their brave actions that day. So we're talking about someone that is really wonderful, that really made a change.
She has a
green thumb.
A green thumb. So what does it mean to have a green thumb?
Does that mean that she's really good at taking care of plants and growing flowers?
That's exactly what it means. Basically, it means you don't kill the plants and flowers that you plant.
So, which means I do not have a green thumb.
So you don't have a green thumb.
No, I don't.
I don't have a green thumb.
I really don't know how to take care of plants. And then I know you have to, take care of them, some of them daily. Make sure they get enough water, enough sunlight.
It's a bit complicated, at least I think it is. But anyway, Kate Sessions, she's a Californian just like me. I'm from Los Angeles, but we're talking about San Diego, which is very nearby.
That's right.
And she has a green thumb, and she basically, just by herself, made a big, huge, beautiful park out of nothing called Balboa Park. And Balboa Park is one of the most beautiful parks in California.
Wow.
So she just planted some trees and...
Before all this happened, actually San Diego was just a dusty, empty land.
Yeah, so California is a desert. So one person by themselves with a green thumb was able to change basically the whole city. And
that's right.
Almost the whole state. Let's learn more about Kate Sessions, okay?
Great changes.
Kate Sessions, the California woman whose green thumb changed a city. Modern-day San Diego, California is a city full of trees, flowers, parks, and plants. But up to the late 1800s, it was mainly dusty, empty land. San Diego's development into a green city is widely credited to the efforts of one woman.
Today's lesson is called Kate Sessions, the California woman whose green thumb changed a city. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. So if we're talking about someone with a green thumb, this must be someone who is good in the garden. They're a gardener. They love gardening. They love to grow plants and trees. And of course, with the environment under pressure all over the world, we need more gardens. And if you can transform your lawn, your yard, your neighborhood, your town, or even your whole state, like Kate Sessions apparently did, through a love of gardening, having green thumbs, that's fantastic. We should also point out that I think in the UK, people might say she has green fingers. But the more common expression in North America would be she has a green thumb.
But in either case, we're not being literal.
No.
If you do have a green thumb, you're good in the garden. When you plant seeds, those flowers, those plants, they grow, they flourish. Your garden is going to look great if you've got a green thumb. Anyways, Kate Sessions. She is a great gardener, but let's get started with our article. Modern-day San Diego, California is a city full of trees, flowers, parks, and plants. But up to the late 1800s, it was mainly dusty, empty land. Yes, San Diego, California. It's in the southern part of California there. In fact, it's quite close to Mexico, and that part of the world is quite arid. There are many deserts in that area, so it makes sense that San Diego at one point might have been kind of a dusty, desert-like town. But San Diego isn't like that at all. Yes, San Diego's development into a green city is widely credited, I should say, to the efforts of one woman. It's not a dusty, desert-like place anymore, thanks to Kate Sessions, apparently. Now, here, before we move on, let's talk about this noun development. The verb is to develop. If you develop in some way, you grow, you get bigger, you might mature, okay? When a person develops, yes, they get bigger, they might get taller, but they also change, they mature, get smarter in some way, shape, or form, let's say. Now, San Diego, it says here, developed, okay? It started out as a primitive town, and over time it has grown into a great and wonderful city. That's what development is all about in this particular situation. For instance, or for example, the development of the farming industry was the key to the country's improvement. Now, without farming there and the development of that industry, that country would be nowhere.
And we also had this verb credit. It says she was credited with turning San Diego into a green city, or developing into a green city. To credit, this verb basically means to recognize someone as responsible. They did it. Usually we will do this for a good thing. If it's a bad thing, we might blame that person. You blame them for making a mistake. But if they do something good, if they do something helpful, if they really make success possible, then you would credit that person and say it was because of this person and their hard work. We give them the credit as a noun, or we credit them with the success. For example, the fireman was credited with saving the baby from the burning building. He's the guy who did it, so he might have gotten a prize from the mayor or something like that for doing such a good thing. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back with more about Kate Sessions and the greening of San Diego.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天的课文要介绍一名女子，叫做 Kate Sessions。她凭着自己对园艺的热忱，让一个加州城市绿化。好，课文标题用到 Green Thumb。Green Thumb 是用来形容喜欢种花草的人，因为那些喜欢园艺的人常常会把手指弄得绿绿的，所以我们会用 have a green thumb 来描述某个人他是精通园艺的。Mike 老师提到，在英式英语里面比较常用 have green fingers。好，那精通园艺表示你种的植物都会长得很好嘛。我们顺便来学一个动词 flourish。flourish 它是拼作 flourish。这个动词它表示茁壮、成长或是兴盛繁荣。课文一开始提到，现在的圣地牙哥 San Diego 它是一个充满树木、充满花朵还有公园植物的城市。可是其实以前它大部分都是尘土飞扬、空荡荡的土地耶。那直到19世纪末，它才发展成一个绿色之都。这件事就是要归功于 Kate Sessions 的努力。我们先来看两个单字 Development 它表示发展、开发。那老师在解释这个单字时用到 primitive 这个字 Primitive primitive 它是形容原始的、未开化的。好，下一个单字 credit 可以当名词来表达认可、赞扬或是功劳，那么当动词就表示归功于什么什么。好，补充单字 dusty 是形容尘土覆盖的、布满灰尘的。那刚刚 Jeff 老师提到，圣地牙哥是在南加州临近墨西哥，那墨西哥有很多沙漠嘛，这时候老师还用到 arid 这个字来形容那个区域 arid 就表示干旱的。接回到课文中
Kate Sessions, the California woman whose green thumb changed a city. Kate Sessions came to the city in 1884. Soon after, she realized she had a passion for growing plants and flowers, and in 1885 she opened a flower shop. 7 years later, Sessions rented a small space downtown in what later became Balboa Park. Over the following decades, the strong-willed Sessions planted 100 trees a year in the park, turning it into one of the most charming urban parks in America. She went on to introduce thousands more plants, flowers, and trees all over San Diego. Many of those were non-native, rare species that, thanks to Sessions, thrived in the hot, dry climate.
The person is Kate Sessions. The town, the city is San Diego. Yes, Kate Sessions came to the city of San Diego, in 1884. And at that point, we had a dusty town. It wasn't green at all. But soon after her arrival, San Diego began to change.
That's right. Soon after 1884, when she came to the city, soon after she realized she had a passion for growing plants and flowers. And in 1885, she opened a flower shop, maybe one of the very first flower shops in San Diego. So there we see that Kate Sessions had a passion for growing plants and flowers. That's basically a description of someone who has a green thumb.
Anyways, here, yes, we do have the noun passion to talk about. If you have a passion for something, you have an intense interest in that thing. You love doing that thing. You are enthusiastic about it. For example, Chris has always had a passion for music. He loves music.
Oh, very good. Good for him. All right, so she opened a flower shop in, 1885, and then 7 years later, Sessions rented a small space downtown in what later became Balboa Park. Interesting. So there was probably this open land in the downtown, in the central area of San Diego, of the city, and then she rented that area, and years later it became Balboa Park. But at the time it wasn't a park, so what did she do with it after she rented it?
Well, she has a green thumb and a passion for gardening. I think chances are she introduced some foliage or some greenery into Balboa Park. By the way, Balboa Park is awesome. It's huge and it's beautiful and it's filled with some great plants, especially trees. Anyways, what did Kate Sessions do? Well, over the following decades, the strong-willed Sessions planted 100 trees a year in the park, turning it into one of the most charming urban parks in America. So she planted 100 trees, right? Wrong. She planted 100 trees a year. And get this, she also went on to introduce thousands more plants, flowers, and trees all over San Diego.
Interesting. So she probably brought in a lot of plants and trees that weren't native. And that's what we find out in the next sentence. Many of those plants and trees she brought in, many of those were non-native, rare species that, thanks to Sessions, thrived in the hot, dry climate. Of course, Southern California has its own plants and trees that have grown there for thousands of years, but she brought in non-native plants and trees. These would be ones from different parts of the world, maybe palm trees from tropical islands that weren't native to California. She brought those in, along with many rare species. And that's good, because if something's rare, this adjective means it's hard to find. When we talk about rare species in the natural world, species of plants, trees, animals, it usually means that often because of human activity, these animals are being hunted, these trees are being cut down, the area where these flowers grow is being turned into, cities or turned into farmland. So these things are getting hard to find, and if they get too rare, they'll die out, they'll become extinct. So by protecting rare species, you're keeping them around for future generations, and that, of course, is a good thing. And it turns out that the rare species she brought in, the different unusual plants and flowers that she brought into Southern California, they thrived. They did very well in the hot, dry climate, kind of giving them a second chance at life. For the word rare, we have this example sentence. Peter likes to collect rare baseball cards. These are baseball cards that are hard to find and probably very valuable too.
Like old Mickey Mantle cards.
That would be rare.
Babe Ruth cards. Yeah, those would be very
too.
rare. All right, folks. With that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be back soon.
Kate Sessions 是在1884年来到圣地亚哥，她发现自己热爱种植植物和花朵，于是隔年她就开了一间花店。好，那这边用到一个单字 passion 就表示热情或是强烈的爱好。Jeff 老师在解释单字时用到2个形容词，我们来学一下 enthusiastic， 它是形容热情的、热烈的，是拼作 enthusiastic。好，还有用到 fervid， fervid， 它是形容热情的或是激烈的。那课文接着提到说，7年之后 Kate Sessions 在市中心的区域租了一块小空地。那她在接下来的几十年期间呢，意志坚定的每年种100棵树然后这个地方后来就成了美国最迷人的城市公园之一，也就是巴尔波亚公园。 然后接着他还继续在圣地亚哥各地引进了好几千种植物、花朵和树木，当中呢有许多是非当地的稀有品种，这都多亏了 Kate Sessions， 然后这些品种在炎热干燥的气候当中还是有成长茁壮，都长得很好。我们先来看单字 rare 是形容罕见的、稀有的。那补充单字 urban 是形容城市的、都市的，还有 species 或是念作 species， 它表示物种，这个字的单复数同形。好，然后再来看 thrive 它表示茁壮成长或是指繁荣。刚刚 Jeff 老师说到啊 Kate Sessions 把一些植物引进公园的时候，老师用到 greenery 和 foliage 这两个字。好 greenery 它是拼作 greenery， 它表示绿色植物或是指绿叶。还有用到 foliage， 它是拼作 foliage， 这个字它是指叶子或是树叶的统称。我们接着回到课文中。
Kate Sessions, the California woman whose green thumb changed a city. Sessions died in 1940. Though she may be gone, Kate Sessions' green thumb truly left its mark on San Diego. The city never forgot her and even put up a statue of her in 1998 to honor her as the mother of Balboa Park.
Okay, Kate Sessions. She single-handedly almost transformed San Diego. What a great person she was. Now, sadly, Sessions is no longer with us. Sessions died in 1940, but though she may be gone, Kate Sessions' green thumb truly left its mark on San Diego.
There you go. Her love of gardening, plants, and flowers really did change the city. And here's the good news. The city never forgot her and even put up a statue of her in 1998 to honor her as the mother of Balboa Park. So there you go. If you go to the city of San Diego, you'll probably hear about Kate Sessions, or if you mention her name around town, people who've lived there a long time will have no doubt good things to say about her. They still honor her to this day.
There you go. By the way, if you honor someone, you give them an honor. Yeah, here though, we are using this word honor as a verb. And yes, if you honor someone, you give them an honor, or you just praise them publicly. You say nice things about them in public, in front of other people, let's say. For instance, for example, we'd like to honor the police officers for their brave actions that day. Yes, let's credit them for their brave actions. Let's acknowledge their courage. Anyways, folks, that's it for our article, but we're not quite through yet. We still have the what do you think question. Mike, why is Kate Sessions considered an important figure in San Diego's history?
Well, Kate Sessions changed the city in many ways. First, she opened a flower shop.
That was a good start.
That was a good start.
But
And if it was the first in the city, that would have been a big change. But then, of course, she developed what later became known as Balboa Park and turned this brown, sort of Southern California desert city into a green oasis right there on the Pacific Ocean. I've never been to San Diego, but I've heard so many good things about that place. I would definitely like to go someday.
Sounds good to me. Anyways, folks, with that, our lesson is now in the books, and it's time for us to say bye-bye.
Take care.
Kate Sessions 几乎靠着一个人的力量就绿化改造了圣地亚哥，把这个原本看似沙漠城市的地方变成了绿洲。好，老师们刚刚用到 single-handedly 字面上的意思看起来好像单手怎么样，那这个副词就是用来表达单独的怎么样。好，那么 Oasis 表示绿洲，它是拼作 Oasis。课文接着提到，虽然 Kate Sessions 已经离世，但她的园艺才能对这个城市留下深远的影响。圣地亚哥也在1998年为她设立了一座雕像，向她致敬。我们最后来看单字 honor 在课文里面是当动词，表示向什么致敬或是表扬。那表扬就是对一个人的事迹或是行为表达认可，我们就顺便学一下 acknowledge acknowledge 这个字可以当动词来表达承认、认可，那它就是在 knowledge 知识的这个字前面再加上 ac 这个字首变 acknowledge。另外文中用到 leave one's mark on something。Leave one's mark on something 表示对什么什么留下深远的影响，让大家铭记的事迹。好，那么以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们的文法单元。今天要介绍的文法重点有2个，第一个是复合关系代名词 what 的用法，第二个是 turn A into B。我们先来学复合关系代名词 what 的用法。what 当复合关系代名词的时候，就等同于 the one that， 或是 the ones that， 或是 the thing that， 或是 the things that。好 ，what 可以用来引导名词子句。那这时候 what 主词加动词这样的名词子句呢，在句中可以做主词、受词或是主词补语用。如果把它当主词，必须视为单数哦。例如 Do you know what he does for a living？ 你知道他是以什么工作来赚钱谋生的吗？好，那这个例句里面名词子句 what he does for a living 就是当受词用，用来当动词 know 的受词。再造一个例句 How much is the painting？ 这幅画多少钱啊？What you're pointing at is not for sale。 你手指的那一幅是非卖品。好，那这时候句子里面的名词子句 what you're pointing at 就相当于 the one that you're pointing at。 好，那在句中呢，它是当主词用，必须视为单数，所以我们后面是搭配单数动词 is。 最后来学 turn A into B。Turn A into B 是指说把 A 变成 B。 这个句型呢，也可以用被动语态 A be turned into B 来表达 A 被变成 B。 来看2个例句 The witch turned the princess into a sparrow。 女巫把公主变成一只麻雀了。再造个例句 The prince was turned into a donkey。 王子被变成一只驴子，然后他就跑去拍史瑞克的电影了。好啦，那么以上是今天重点整理，我们下次见喽，拜拜。
Hey everybody, I'm Holly.
Hey everybody, I am Shane.
Alright， 今天我们的主题呢，借来借去，怎么借到底才对呢？我们来看第一个字 borrow， 第二个字 lend。 所以这2个字呢，2个都是借东西，可是到底有什么差别？来，我们来看第一个 borrow 呢，它就是向别人借东西。所以比如说 A 跟 B borrow $20， 你会怎么说
Can I borrow $20 from you？
我不借你。OK， 所以就是 Shane 跟 Holly 借东西就要用 borrow。All right， 那 lend 呢是什么意思呢？就是借别人的意思。
If I lend you my new jacket, you better not get it dirty.
所以如果他把他的新夹克借给我
Give it to you.
千万不能把它弄脏。所以其实就是 Shane 把 jacket 借出去给别人。借出去跟借进来的差别咯。Alright， 希望以后 lend 跟 borrow 不会用错。来，我们进入 live action。
Live action. Hey Holly, happy birthday. Can I borrow $20?
Thanks. And why do you need me to lend you money?
Well, Steven lent me money and I promised I'd pay him back today. But I just spent all my money buying something.
So let me see if I understand. You want to borrow money from me because you can't pay back the person who lent you money the last time.
Exactly. But I spent the money I borrowed on something very important.
I can't believe you're asking me to lend you money on my birthday. Fine, I'll get some money from the ATM later.
You're the best. Now, here's what I spent all my money on.
Really? Thanks. But doesn't that mean I'm basically paying for my own gift?
Kinda, but I'll pay you back the money you let me borrow. I promise.
Whatever.